In this video, we will show you how to bleed the brakes on this Ford Fusion. We're going to be starting at the master cylinder under the hood. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our brake bleed. Of course, you want to make sure you have some clean .4 brake fluid and some parts cleaner handy. Starting at the master cylinder, we want to make sure we clean up the area so no miscellaneous debris falls inside the braking system. Just give this a quick wipe. You can remove the cap, turn that counterclockwise. Once you have that off of there, a quick inspection of the seal. If it looks like it's cracked or damaged in any way, you definitely want to go ahead and replace that cover. Now continuing from here, typically you'd want to try to remove as much of the brake fluid from the master cylinder as possible. On this master cylinder, you can see that the neck actually makes its way all the way underneath the wiper cowl, and it's almost impossible to remove the brake fluid, so essentially what we're going to do now is just make sure we're topped off up to the maximum line with our clean .4 brake fluid. With that topped off, we'll reinstall our cap, and now we can make our way to the right rear. Now starting at the right rear, we're going to pay attention along the back side of the caliper. This is where the bleeder screw is located. On my caliper, I'll be using a 10mm. Now before I open this up, I'm going to talk through the bleeding sequence. To be able to do this, we want to have a second person inside of the passenger compartment. That person's going to pump up the brake pedal till it's nice and firm, let me know they're holding it, and I'm going to use my 10mm to open this up. When this happens, you're going to see fluid making its way out. While we're doing this, we're going to confirm that there's no dirty fluid and definitely no air bubbles in the system. We'll repeat the process as necessary. Go ahead and pump up the brake pedal, please.
Holding.
My wrench on there. I'll close this now. Go ahead and pump, please.
Holding.
Go ahead and pump.
Holding.
That's perfect. You can release, thank you. Now the amount of times you have to do this can vary depending on your vehicle itself. Like I said, you just want to make sure you have all the dirty fluid out of there and it's only clean fluid making its way out. Once you've completed this process, go ahead and clean up your mess, reinstall your bleeder screw cover in this area, and continue on repeating this exact same process on the driver's side rear. After you've done that, make your way back up under the hood to the master cylinder. Back at the master cylinder, we can remove our cap. We've already inspected that seal. Let's top it off to the maximum again. Reinstall your cover. Now we can make our way to the passenger side front. Now making our way from the master cylinder, we're over at the passenger side front. Let's go ahead and repeat this process. Pump the brake pedal, please.
Holding.
Go ahead and pump.
Holding.
Go ahead and pump, please.
Holding.
Perfect. You can release, thank you. Now, as I said, you need to repeat this process until you see only clean fluid and definitely no air bubbles. After you've cleaned your mess here, repeat the process on the driver's side front and then make your way back to that master cylinder. We finished the driver's side front. We're back at the master cylinder. We're going to remove that cap and top off the brake fluid right up to the maximum line with our clean .4 brake fluid. Reinstall our cap. If you made a mess, you definitely want to make sure you clean it up. Okay friend, we finished our brake bleed. The next thing you need to do is go ahead and pump up that brake pedal one last time. We want to confirm that it is firm and it's not soft and squishy. If it is, you want to repeat the bleeding process. After that, go ahead and install all of your wheels and torque them to 100 foot-pounds, and then take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.